How's it going, guys? This is Jason. Welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena. In this episode, we're going to be doing another standard event. And this time we're going to be using a mono black deck. This one created by Forge. We're going to be giving it a try. Some of the staples of this deck. We've got Midnight Reaper for some card draw when we lose creatures. Gutter Bones for that fast 2/1 creature. And Priest of Forgotten Gods, which will give us power when we sacrifice our own creatures. Let's see how we can make this work. Let's see, 2 lands. We've got several 3 or less spells, so I'm happy with this. Let's keep it. Hello. And you'll notice I didn't say what kind of mono black deck this is. That's mostly just because the deck lists that I found online for this, none of them had a description, and I'm not particularly good at distinguishing between mid-range or aggro, so we're just going to stick with mono black for now. If any of you have an opinion on how to distinguish by looking at a deck from aggro or combo or mid-range, then feel free to let me know in the comments. I know generally what the differences are, but it's difficult to sort of distinguish just looking at the deck. If I had to guess, I'd say this one's sort of an aggro deck. It's got only 23 lands, it's relatively low mana curve, but we'll stick with mono black for now. Looks like we're probably going up against a Golgari food deck. What are we going to do turn 2? Oh, Drill Boat we can do for 1 mana if we get some damage in. That might be worth it. Witch's Oven, that's not great. We'll need to get rid of that somehow. Okay, so we'll do Castle Lothwain. And let's see. We could do Yarok's Fenlurker. Or we could do Drill Bit if we get Gutter Bones through with an attack. I'm thinking Yarok's Fenlurker. Choose a non-land card from it. Yeah, I'm thinking Yarok's Fenlurker because if we can get him down to just like 1 or 2 cards, then Drill Bit's going to pay off even more because he's going to be left with probably... Actually, you know what? Let's just see what he... If we can reveal his hand, we'll actually get more benefit out of it if we do it earlier. I doubt he's going to block, so we should get this damage through. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do this now because I want to see what he has in his hand. Yeah, Drill Bit will diminish in value as the game goes on because we're getting all his cards revealed right away. Oh, wow. All right. So, Trail of Crumbs, Mayhem Devil. Let's view the battlefield real quick. So he's got 4 mana available. Well, only 3 at the moment with Paradise Druid, but he could create more foods with Gilded Goose and then have 4 available. I think what we want to do is probably cut off his card draw. We have creature removal with our Cavalier of Night, so we can get rid of Mayhem Devil, which will also be a problem. But I think Trail of Crumbs is the bigger threat because we don't want him getting any draw power. We want him to run out of steam. So let's do this. And then next turn we can use Yarok's Fenlurker to get rid of whichever card in his hand that he doesn't play. Alternatively, we can do Midnight Reaper. But I think Yarok's Fenlurker, we want to make sure we exile at least 1 card from his hand. Yeah, so we'll get rid of his 2 cost. That's fine. And then if we can get Cavalier of Night out, once we have 5 lands out, then we'll destroy Mayhem Devil most likely. Just have some of my chai tea. Okay, let's do a land. And yeah, I think Yarok's Fenlurker probably makes sense because if we don't use him before the opponent's hand is empty, then we've sort of wasted his ability. So it makes sense to play him now. Now I realize he could be a target for Mayhem Devil when he sacrifices something because this guy only has 1 toughness, but we're already getting 1 card value out of him. So it's essentially like he removed that creature. And there's no point in attacking, so we'll hold off. I think right now we're just sort of waiting for Cavalier of Night to come out and kill Mayhem Devil, and then we'll be in a much better position to start attacking. Oars of Enforcer might help to stall things as well. Gilded Goose, alright. So he's got 1 food available for sacrificing, so he can do 1 damage to one of my creatures when he eats the food. He can also use Witch's Oven whenever he likes. So yeah, both our creatures could be killed right now. Huh, alright. He went with Witch's Oven right off the bat. Wonder if he'll destroy Gutter Bones now by sacrificing a food. And then attack with both Mayhem Devil and Paradise Druid. Interesting. He did it... Unless he goes to full control, he's going to miss out on damage from Paradise Druid because I'm going to block. Yeah. So he could have just destroyed this by eating a food. But instead he waited for me to block, and now Paradise Druid is not getting its damage through. So he sort of... it's a very slight misplay on his part. It's just 2 extra damage he could have done to me. Alright, so I think we'll probably do Midnight Reaper next. And then, Midnight Reaper will prevent Mayhem Devil from attacking unless he sacrifices 2 things, which he may. But I'm fine with that, because then he'll lose a creature. He'd have to lose a creature and eat the food. So. And then we'd also draw a card. We're just sort of stalling, like I said, for Cavalier of Night to come out. Murderous Rider. Alright. Well, at least we draw a card. Another Midnight Reaper. Okay. Yeah, I think Cavalier of Night... Wait, let me read Cavalier of Night real quick. When it enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice another creature. Oh, I have to sacrifice another creature. Okay. So, no. Instead of Cavalier of Night, we're probably going to do Oars of Enforcer and Midnight Reaper. And then the following turn, we'll do Cavalier of Night. Yeah, that'll work. Midnight Reaper. And then Oars of Enforcer, we're actually happy to sacrifice because it gives us a flyer. And we draw a card from Midnight Reaper. One thing I'm glad to see is that he has not accumulated any extra draw power. I think it was a wise decision to make him get rid of that Trail of Crumbs when we did. Because both of us are sort of running low on cards right now, which is way better than him having cards. He's got Murderous Rider to play. I think it's still worth killing Mayhem Devil, though, over Murderous Rider. Because we can kill Murderous Rider with Midnight Reaper. Oh, really? You're going to sacrifice something else, too? To get rid of Midnight Reaper? Oh. Well, that would be wasted damage if he doesn't sacrifice something else. Because just 1 damage from my Midnight Reaper is not going to matter. I wonder if he's going to sacrifice his Gilded Goose or his Paradise Druid. What are you going to do? Yeah, sacrifice Paradise Druid. Alright. Cool. I still draw a card. And I'm still doing Midnight Reaper next turn, and I got a Murderous Rider. Cool. And Cavalier of Night gives me something when he dies, too. Yeah, return a creature card with converted mana cost 3 or less from my graveyard to the battlefield. Awesome. Let's do the Castle Lothwain, and, yeah, Cavalier of Night. We're going to sacrifice Oars of Enforcer. I don't think he's going to block with any creature if I attack with Oars of Enforcer, so we're just going to get that 1 extra damage before I do Cavalier of Night. I'd be very surprised. If he blocked, I'd be happy. I mean, we'd get an extra removal. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, so let's destroy Mayhem Devil now. I don't think there's anything he can do in response. He doesn't have enough mana to sacrifice a food. He can only sacrifice 1 creature with Witch's Oven. And that's only going to do 1 damage to something. You know what he could do? He could, in response to me sacrificing Oars of Enforcer, he could sacrifice his Mayhem Devil and destroy the 1/1 that I create from Oars of Enforcer. So that would be the smart play here. Because I think my thing's going to resolve before his thing. Oh! Oh shit, I forgot that he gets an extra sacrifice because I sacrificed something. So he'll probably do that damage to my face. And then, after the Afterlife, he'll probably sacrifice Mayhem Devil with Witch's Oven. Oh, not if he does it right now, though. He needs to wait for this... Oh! Okay. So, it seems he did not see that he could destroy my creature, or he just didn't care and wanted to do damage to my face anyway. Luckily, my Cavalier of Night has lifelink, so if he doesn't have a removal spell, and he doesn't, excellent. That means, potentially we can gain some life, unless he sacrifices another creature after blocking. Either way, I'm happy with it. Ooh, Ayara. I like that. And we have enough mana for Ayara and Murderous Rider. This is looking good. Let's see. Do I want to do this first? I don't think it matters. We could probably just wait. Let's go ahead and attack. We're going to attack with both because he can only block this with Gilded Goose. And if he decides to chump block Cavalier of Night with Gilded Goose, then this will go through. So let's attack. Yeah, I'm definitely glad he doesn't have a Cauldron Familiar at this point, because with those Witch's Ovens, he'd be doing a lot of damage per turn. Okay. Oh wow, he's letting my Lifelinker go through. I like to see that. Give me that life back. Now we got Ayara coming out. I'm not too worried about him having a board wipe. Pretty sure that's not in this this archetype. He's creating a food, alright. He's got tons of food. So, again, definitely glad I got rid of that Trail of Crumbs. What do I want to do now? I could return Gutterbones to my head and do that. I think I'm going to do that, actually, because we can save Murderous Rider for a removal that we need. So for now, let's just do Gutterbones, and we can actually start sacrificing Gutterbones with Ayara and drawing more cards. So I think that's the plan right now. I gain more life, you do more damage. Yep. Gutterbones is starting a combo right now with Ayara. Okay, he found a red land. Cool. Yeah, I definitely need to start gaining some ground in terms of card advantage with my Ayara and Gutterbones combo. Even with Castle Lothwain, I can start doing it. Ooh, Cauldron Familiar. Awesome. That's another thing I can combo with Ayara. Well, no, I need foods to keep putting this out. But in any case, we're playing this to do basically 2 damage. We're going to attack with Gutterbones and Cavalier of Night and our flyer. And we'll sacrifice whichever one Murderous Rider blocks. Well, not the Cavalier of Night, because he'll just kill it. But we'll sacrifice Gutterbones in case he attacks, or in case he blocks with Murderous Rider. Because I don't want him gaining life. Yep. Makes sense. Let's go ahead and sacrifice. No life gain for you. And life gain for me. He's creating more foods, alright. Well, I think we're still dealing more damage than he's gaining life with foods. So, for now, this is fine. We could use a Murderous Rider on one of these creatures to speed things up a bit, but I'm afraid that he's going to find something really worthy of creature removal later on. So I think for now we're just gonna stay prudent and just play what we know we have. We might actually use Castle Lothwain during his end step and draw a card. I think that's a good idea. For now, we'll just keep the mana available for Murderous Rider. We already have a pretty good board advantage. Right now he's just sort of stalling with these foods, but we're still doing a pretty good amount of damage with Cavalier of Night. Let me look at this guy's ability again. When he dies, I return a target creature card with converted mana cost 3 or less from my graveyard to the battlefield. That's really good. What do I have in my graveyard? Probably a Midnight Reaper is what I would take. My turn. Okay, let's do Castle Lothwain. Get an extra card. At the cost of a couple life. That's fine. Alright, more land. That's fine. We have 2 Castle Lothwains, so even if we keep getting land, we still have uses for our mana. Let's go ahead and attack again. I wonder what he has in his hand that he didn't play. Do I want to attack with Cauldron Familiar? Yeah, I probably should. I'm just sacrificing whichever thing he blocks with Murderous Rider, so this is just extra damage if he doesn't block it. Ayara is really the only thing I want to keep on tap so I can use her sacrifice ability. Okay, okay. Sacrifice Gutterbones. If I were him, I might have blocked Cauldron Familiar just because I don't have a mechanism for creating foods, and that would have permanently killed it until I found such a mechanism. Whereas Gutterbones I can just continually play over and over. pretty good damage. I'm gaining a bunch of life. Let's get Gutter Bones back. Play him again. And we've still got mana left over for one Castle Lochthwain ability and Murderous Rider if we need. Let's put a break on his instep. He's got tons of mana available now for food, so he is going to gain a bunch of life this turn. Oh, actually, no. He only has enough for to eat one food, because he created another one. Yeah, we're still doing more damage per turn than he's gaining life, so... Our main thing is we just need to make sure that he doesn't come up with anything that allows him to come back, which we have answers for things. We have Murderous Rider, we have a pretty good army right now. We have a constant card draw coming in from our Castle Lochthwains and Ayara. Let's go ahead and do this. And we can afford to pay the life because we're gaining tons of life. Another Murderous Rider, wow. Now that I have two, I might actually remove one of his creatures. Witch's Oven. Now we can do the Cauldron Familiar combo on top of all of this. Excellent. So let's do that. Like we needed another advantage. Alright. We might just destroy Murderous Rider, honestly. Do I want to destroy Murderous Rider, or do I want to destroy Gilded Goose? You know what? I don't think I want to destroy either of them right now. They're both sort of acceptable obstacles because they're not hindering me that much. Like, damage is going through. Yep, he's still blocking Gutter Bones. I'm still sacrificing Gutter Bones. That allows Cauldron Familiar's attack to go through and Cavalier of Night. Makes me gain more life. I feel like the longer this goes on, the more advantage I'm gaining. And yeah, I'm just sort of paranoid of wasting these creature removals on these sort of non-threatening creatures. Let's put in a swamp. Get back Gutter Bones, put him back out. And now that we've got Witch's Oven, we have a break on his end step to start doing that combo. I do need to keep an eye on when I can actually kill him. Because at some point he's going to be at the point where I can just kill him with the Cauldron Familiar combo and stuff. So, like, he's tapped out now. He can't get any life. If I do Cauldron Familiar now... No, it's not enough. I can only do, like, 2 damage with one Cauldron Familiar combo, as it stands. Yeah. It's not the time yet. We need to just bide our time for a bit. Pass turn. Actually, I don't want to pass turn. In case he attacks with Murderous Rider, I don't want to get him gaining life, so I'll probably just destroy it at that point with my own Murderous Rider. Yeah, can you imagine if this guy had Trail of Crumbs this entire time? He'd have, like, so much card advantage right now. Okay, so we're going to do Castle Lochthwain. Actually, now might be a good time for Murderous Rider. I think so. Let's go ahead and cut off his food production. That's really the only thing that's keeping him alive right now. He's going to sacrifice and fizzle my Murderous Rider, which is fine. But no more foods for you. Now, he can tap it for food, and he can also sacrifice it. Oh, wow. He didn't tap it for a food before he killed it. Interesting. Okay. Let's go ahead and do our Cauldron Familiar combo. I wonder what he's got in his hand. Sacrifice that. Now we do 2 damage every time because we've got Cauldron Familiar entering the battlefield and we've got Ayara. So, if we keep sacrificing the creature that Murderous Rider blocks, he's basically on a 3-turn clock from here, ignoring the foods he has, so... Alright. Let's go ahead and attack again. And yeah, there's really no reason to use Murderous Rider on his, because he's not getting any life, because we're just sacrificing whatever he blocks with Ayara and drawing a card. Yep, use all your foods up. So if he uses this food, then he's basically got 12 life, and then he's on a 6-turn clock. A lot can happen between now and then, so I'm sure we'll actually... I mean, since we have the card advantage right now, we're drawing way more cards than he is. We'll probably find something for that. Oh, okay, alright. I'm happy with that. Just destroy Murderous Rider right off. Or is he going to sacrifice it with Witch's Oven before damage just goes through? Oh, wow. He did actually block it. Alright, so he's out of the way now. We can now attack with full force. And, let's see. Do I want to do this? I could wait till his end step to do all that. For now, we'll just pass turn. Because if he has a removal spell, I can also just sacrifice whatever he removes with Ayara's ability. Woodland Champion. I'm not worried about that. Obviously, it's another blocker, but... Yep, and there's the concede. Good game. Yeah, that was looking bleak for him, kind of early on. Let's continue. I like this deck so far. I'm enjoying all the mechanisms for card draw. Ooh, Witch's Oven and Cauldron Familiar in the starting hand. I like it. It's, yeah. There's no way I'm saying no to that. And then Midnight Reaper later on for getting card draw from this combo. Beautiful. What are we up against? Is it? Oh my god, another Witch's Oven. This is perfect. We'll get them both out, and then we've got 2 damage per turn coming in that he cannot defend against. Put a break on his end step for that combo. Comboing all day long. It looks like he has something he can do, so I think we're not going to fully complete the combo. Because if we play Cauldron Familiar one more time and he has a removal for it, then our combo's temporarily broken. So I think we'll hold off. Let's do Midnight Reaper, and then we can start drawing cards every time we do that combo. We'll wait for his turn. What do you have? Is it like a Sorin's Thirst or something? Oh, a Black Lance, alright. Fine by me. That did not really benefit you that much. If he attacks with that, I'm just going to pull out Cauldron Familiar. I might not even sacrifice him. Might just let him die. But then the combo would be broken. I probably should sacrifice him and just jump block it. Okay, so he is attacking. Let's do this. Yeah, if I can find something else that I'm okay with sacrificing, then I'll destroy this by blocking with Cauldron Familiar, but for now I want to keep the combo going. Now we draw cards. Look at that. Oh, we're going to start playing these Fenlurkers to diminish his hand as well. Spawn of Mayhem. That's not good. I mean, the good thing is Spawn of Mayhem damages both of us, but the problem is he's a flyer and he's got 4 power. So that's an issue. He's tapped out, though, so I'm not afraid of doing the full combo. Hopefully with Midnight Reaper we can draw a solution to Mayhem Devil, or Spawn of Mayhem, rather. Oops. Give him more cards. Another Midnight Reaper, so we can now draw 2 cards every time we do the combo, if we play him. I think that's probably going to be worth it, because we need to find an answer for this Mayhem Devil. Or Spawn of... I keep calling him Mayhem Devil. Spawn of Mayhem before he gets out of hand. Another Cauldron Familiar. We can hold off on Yarok's Fenlurker, because because the opponent chooses which card they exile from their hand, it's going to benefit us more if we play it later in the game when they have fewer cards to choose from, and they tend to be higher cost cards. So for now, I'm thinking Midnight Reaper and another Cauldron Familiar. We can't really attack into this guy, so for now we'll just do this. And then we'll do the rest of the stuff on his... We already played a land this turn, right? Yeah, we did. So there's no reason to draw right now, because we're tapped out. Pass turn. So yeah, we stand to draw, what is it, 4 cards? Oh, yikes. We need some answers for these flying creatures. This is becoming a problem. Drawing 4 cards will definitely help us do that, but, man, this is too much. What's he going to make us do? Discard, maybe? I doubt he'd make us sacrifice a creature, because it's basically... That basically benefits me as opposed to him. Wait, he's doing all of them? What? You crazy? He's probably going to sacrifice his Black Lance. I'm just going to get rid of a Cauldron Familiar. Discard, I have no choice. We did this, and now we sacrifice a creature? Yeah. Alright, I'm fine with trading a Cauldron Familiar for Black Lance. I mean, I only need 1 to do the combo, so... And now let's do the combo some more. We need to find removal. And hopefully we can afford taking the damage from these guys. Another Witch's Oven, that's good. It'd be nice if we could find like an Ayara that would make us gain 2 life every time we do this. Please help me find removal. Removal. That's none of that is removal. Oh my god, what is this? Okay, well at least we're doing tons of damage. Like we're about to do 7 damage, and then we might actually win next turn. I think we win actually. He's at low enough health that we could. Oh, we just drew removal, but now it doesn't matter because I think we win. Yeah, we just need to do the combo twice more. Yep, that's game. It really doesn't matter how many cards we have because we're just gonna do this combo. How many cards do we have in our hand? Oh, God. Yep, there it is. What a game. Look at all these cards. How much was it? 13 cards in our hand by the end of that combo. Holy shit. Alright. Yeah, I'm definitely enjoying the combos here in this deck. I'm enjoying, like, the Ayara combo, the Witch's Oven, Cauldron Familiar combo, the Cauldron Familiar Midnight Reaper combo. There's just tons of synergy. That's really nice here. We haven't even gotten Priest of Forgotten Gods yet. Oh yeah, the Gutterbones combo with Ayara. That's another one. Oh, there's Priest of Forgotten Gods. We have Witch's Oven, Priest of Forgotten Gods, Ayara. The thing I'm concerned about is Priest of Forgotten Gods is not going to have much fodder for sacrificing. We've only got 2 Yarok's Fenlurkers, which are going to take a while to get out. I think I want to keep this, though, just because we have Witch's Oven. And if we can draw a Cauldron Familiar, we also need more land. Yeah, I think we're going to keep this, just because we can afford most of this stuff. We just need more lands to get it out faster. Let's go for it. What are we up against? No plains. Okay. Okay, good. We did draw another land. Let's do Witch's Oven. Okay, okay. Charming Prince. Still not quite sure what this deck is yet. Okay, so we have a choice now. We can do Priest of Forgotten Gods, or we can do Yarok's Fenlurker. I'm thinking Yarok's Fenlurker. Yeah, because Priest of Forgotten Gods, I think it's going to be a while before that's that useful. And Yarok's Fenlurker, if we end up later on, like in the near future, we'll have 3 mana potentially if we don't play any other spells, and then we can buff this guy and prevent Charming Prince from attacking. Priest of Forgotten Gods isn't doing any of that right now. Let's do Yarik's Fenlurker. And plus Yarik's Fenlurker will help us get some early card advantage by taking cards out of his hand. It's interesting to see Fabled Passage with... Oh, that's why. It's a 3-color. I was going to say, it couldn't just be like a black-white. Tyrant Scorn Destroy. Alright, well, that's an easy choice. I'm going to sacrifice it to get a food. Next turn, I'm thinking Ayara. And then, potentially we can play something next turn for Ayara to sacrifice if need be. Or chump block or whatever. Also, Ayara is a good blocker for Charming Prince, since it's a 2/3. Yeah, Cauldron Familiar we could use, because we already have a lot of the other pieces for it, for the combo with it. Is he going to bounce my Ayara?
You show remorse, I'll show restraint.
He's probably going to bounce my Ayara. Yeah. Okay. Not that big a deal, although it is drawing him a card. And he gets to attack again. So yeah, I think we'll do Ayara again. It'd be nice if we could draw a Cauldron Familiar and play both of those next turn. Nope. Alright. Okay, so Ayara again it is. That's fine, because she has an Enter the Battlefield effect that's beneficial. So it's extra bonus for us. And we'll pass. I'm still not sure. This is like, I've seen Esper colors here, but what is the strategy of this deck? Is it a control deck? Teferi makes me think control. Or is it a combo deck that I just haven't seen the combo pieces for yet?
Let's try this.
So far I'm thinking potentially control. He's got early removal. He's got these sort of defensive creatures, or creatures that give him draw power. He's got Teferi. When it becomes the target of his spells, this is an ability, it's not going to activate that. Return to the battlefield. Oh, okay. So he's just drawing 2 cards. Wow. Nice. I mean, luckily we have a blocker here, but he's doing a lot of stuff that I don't like. we need to start putting pressure on him. We need to get Midnight Reaper out, and then probably another Yarik's Fenlurker to cut down his hand a bit. Arduous Rider. We could use that on Teferi. I think I want to hold off, though. For now, I think Midnight Reaper. Midnight Reaper, and then next turn we'll probably do 2 Yarik's Fenlurkers. Get rid of 2 cards in his hand. And we're going to keep Ayara as a blocker, or able to sacrifice anything that he tries to remove. I mean, when I say anything, I mean Midnight Reaper, because that's all we have right now. Coming up, he's going to have the ability to create 1/1s with this Castle Ardenvale if he gets another white mana or white land out.
Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
Elite Guard Mage, alright. Yeah, so... yeah, it's seeming like a control deck. He's got tons of defensive creatures. He's got, like, Teferi, which makes it more difficult for me to do things. See, it looks like he's getting mana screwed, though. So that's probably a good sign. Because I'd expect this kind of deck that the end game is really where the threats start coming out. So being restricted to 4 mana gives me some time. Okay. So that actually, I think he has multiple lands in his hand then, because if he only had 1 land, he would have played it immediately. Okay. He's probably not going to attack because we have a Yara here. Another swamp, cool. So we're going to do 2 Yarik's Fenlurkers, I think. Each of those will proc Ayara's triggered ability. and they'll also take 2 cards out of his hand. Sounds good to me. And these are also fodder, potentially, for Ayara's sacrifice ability. What did we just lose? D-Spark. Okay. Wow, we don't even have anything of 4 mana or higher, so he was probably just holding on to that. What else do you got in your hand that you're willing to part with? Oh, this one looks like it was a tougher choice for him. I'm interested to see what it'll be, because the fact that he's pausing on this one makes me think he has a lot of really good things. Or maybe he has a land and he needs it for one of the other spells in his hand, and he's not sure if he wants to risk not having enough mana for it. If he has a bomb, like a Planeswalker or something, then I'm probably going to need Murderous Rider for that. Okay, Basilica Bellhaunt. Okay. I think that's all we're going to do. Pass turn. We're only going to use Ayara's Sacrifice, I think, reactively. Actually, maybe that's not true. We might want to sacrifice one of these Fenlurkers during his end step. Because then we'll draw 2 cards, and I think we need some cards to start dealing with this stuff. We need to find Cauldron Familiar. Oh, alright, alright. Well, that's getting sacrificed. And now we fizzle his Murderous Rider, so he can't play it. And we draw 2 cards out of that, so that was a win for us. 2 Gutterbones. Oh, I like that. We'll put those out, and then those will be fodder for Ayara, and there'll also be 2 damage coming at him each time. He can only block 1 with his 2/3. The other is either going to hurt him or kill one of his creatures. He's also down to 1 card, so I like to see that. He's probably going to make Teferi a bit bigger this turn and then bounce something again next turn. So maybe... You know, if we draw another Swamp, we could attack Teferi with both our Fenlurkers and then buff them if anything blocks.
Might be a bad idea.
Interesting, he's going for the attack. I'm fine with that. I have life gain mechanisms, so I don't mind taking a bit of damage at the cost of leaving him open. Right, at the benefit of leaving him open. Yeah, my turn. Excellent, another Swamp. So now we can attack with both these Fenlurkers against Teferi. I think Teferi's probably the better way to go because we're not really close to getting him dead yet. So let's think about this. We're not going to attack with the Ayara. We want to leave her available for sacrificing things if we need. We'll probably just buff one of these guys if, what's-his-name, blocks. Otherwise, we'll just do 2 damage. We just don't want Teferi to be able to draw him another card. What are you going to do? Okay, let's buff him. There.
Time for plan B. As soon as I
Now, we can do... Ooh, we could do Priest of Forgotten Gods and start doing that every turn. I like that idea. Ooh, that would be good. I think we're going to do that and 1 Gutterbones. That sounds really good to me. Yep. This is going to look really good. Because doing Priest of Forgotten Gods and sacrificing Gutterbones is a combo, because Priest of Forgotten Gods deals damage, and you need to deal damage in order to get Gutterbones back in your hand from the graveyard. So that's a great combo there. Let's see what he does. I am a bit concerned about the amount of mana he has, because as a control deck, I expect to see really big spells in this deck. And there it is, Liliana. So that's going to die with Murderous Rider next turn, for sure. Is he going to make us sacrifice, or is he going to make us... He's going to make a zombie. Okay, so that's fine. And since he's tapped out, I'm not worried about him having a counter. So I'm definitely destroying Liliana next turn. Yep.
Don't worry. I got this.
Yeah, so we need 3 mana available for Murderous Rider, and then we can use 3 more for retrieving Gutterbones after our Priest of Forgotten Gods combo. So, alternatively, we could put out another Gutterbones and maybe eat a food. I don't know. It also depends on what we draw. But Murderous Rider is definitely destroying Liliana. That cannot be allowed to stay and just build him zombies. We could also use the other 3 mana for playing Murderous Rider, the creature. But I think we're going to want to do this Gutterbones combo for a bit. Can't block that. Do I want to sacrifice anything and draw a card? I don't think so. Not right now. I want all these creatures available for attacking. Oh, another Witch's Oven. All right. So when we do get Cauldron Familiar, that's going to start coming in handy. Might even come in handy now, actually. Let's just destroy this right off the bat, because we don't want him blocking and drawing cards because of Liliana's ability. So let's just destroy that right off the bat. And then we've got... I think we just want to attack and keep 3 mana available for our Yarok's Fenlurkers. Yeah, let's do that. Let's attack his Teferi. I think we can gain enough life with putting creatures back on the battlefield to not have to worry about these guys too much right now. And we also have Priest of Forgotten Gods ability. Okay. Well, how do I want to do this? I should probably... what do I want to do? Maybe I should have played Gutterbones first. Alright, let's buff one of these guys, and then we'll kill his Charming Prince. Actually, no. We'll do Priest of Forgotten Gods first. Any number of players each lose 2 life and sacrifice a creature. Okay, so just him. We'll sacrifice, I don't know, Gutterbones and one of these. And then we'll see if he sacrifices his Charming Prince that blocked. If he does not, if he sacrifices something else, then we'll buff this Yarok's Fenlurker and kill him too. Oh, you know what? I think that might have been a misplay, because Priest of Forgotten Gods gives us mana, and that mana could have been put to use, but we're going to lose it before our main phase. Yeah, so I think I might need to approach this differently the next time I try that. He's probably going to get rid of... I don't know. I don't think it matters that much. Depends on if he wants to trade Charming Prince for Yarok's Fenlurker. Okay, he got rid of a zombie. Okay, so we do have that mana available right now. And, oh, we can't do Murderous Rider because of Teferi, but we can buff this guy with that 2 mana. So actually, the mana didn't go to waste. So let's just do that. And now we have 2 mana available for our main phase. Yeah, this worked out okay. So now what else do we have? We can do Gutterbones back to our hand, or we can play a Gutterbones and a Witch's Oven. I think we're going to play Gutterbones just to get that proc on Ayara. And we'll get Witch's Oven out there again. Yeah, this seems fine. He might bounce something with Teferi, but if he does, I might just sacrifice it with Ayara. Unless he bounces Ayara, of course, but... If he bounces Ayara, I'm just going to play it again. And get that extra damage to him. Teferi's not that big a threat, but he is a bit annoying. It's actually coming to the point where I might want to just start ignoring Teferi and start just doing damage to his face. Okay, so he is bouncing Ayara, that's fine.
That's more like it.
I'll take 4 more damage, I guess. It's not a big deal. Assuming he doesn't leave a blocker, or cast a blocker. Problem is if he has a counter, and then counters Ayara. I don't want that. Yep, I'll take that. Nothing I can do. So what I might do is Ayara, and then Ayara will do 1 damage, and then I'll be able to get Gutterbones back in my hand and play him, and then I can do the Priest of Forgotten Gods combo with both the Gutterbones. I think that's the current plan. I don't think Teferi is worth killing with a Murderous Rider. We might also play Murderous Rider the creature, but I don't think we have mana for everything I just said. We'll have to figure it out. But those are our options as I see them right now. A little bit faster, my friend, please. Decide what you're going to do. You only have 3 cards in your hand. You can't have that many options. He does also have the ability now, I realize, to make a 1/1 creature with his Castle Ardenvale. So I need to be aware of that when I'm doing attackers. He's looking at my graveyard. Does he have one of those cards that exiles something from the graveyard? That'd be kind of funny. Oh, Command the Dreadhorde. Really? But you're going to hurt yourself, right? Yeah, you're down to 3 now. I think I might win if I play Ayara and Gutterbones and Murderous Rider again. Oh, wait. Did he just gain life with Charmed whatever? Oh, no! Oh, he's making me exile these. Oh, no. Well played. That was a good play. That was a really good play. I see now why he went down to 3 life, because he was able to exile Ayara because of Yarok's Fenlarker. And he's gaining 3 life by exiling this and returning it to and drawing a card. Wow, what a play. That was actually really good. That may have just turned the tides. Now I can't get my Gutterbones out of the graveyard unless I draw something else. Damn. Damn, 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 damn. I can play. I probably need to play this. There's not much else I can do right now. And I need a blocker for his 2/2s. God, now he can buff these guys. Yeah, Command the Dreadhorde is probably one of his bombs that this control deck was building up to. Yeah, let's do Murderous Rider. It doesn't make sense to attack with Gutterbones right now because he has a 2/3 blocker available. And we can't get Gutterbones out of the graveyard because we haven't done any damage to him. Alright, well, that's our turn. We might eat this food. That's about all we can do with our mana right now, I think. And yeah, now he's got card advantage because he just drew an extra card last turn. He's got 4 cards. I've got no cards in my hand. Wow, that was a... This game just took a turn for the worse with that play.
Here goes nothing.
What could I draw that would turn this around? Probably a Cauldron Familiar would turn it around. Because then I could start doing 3 damage, 2 damage per turn. And gaining 2 life per turn. That might help. For now, we're just sort of at the mercy of this Elite Guard Mage. From what I've seen, I don't think his deck has counters. Massacre Girl! That's gonna kill everything! Well, if we're gonna kill everything, then I'm gonna get something out of it. I'm gonna get 2 damage and draw a card. Yeah. And then I'll use that 2 mana to eat my food. Ow! It was a really loud sound effect. Okay. Another Gutterbones. Is this necessary? It's not what I need. I need a Cauldron Familiar, please. Please. So I need to attack with this Gutterbones next turn and get it through so that I can return both of these Gutterbones to my hand, but the odds of him not having a blocker are low. So
Here we go.
We need something else to come up in our draw phase. Yeah, he's got a blocker. Damn it. And he's gaining more life and drawing more cards. He's going to attack with this guy. I'm basically on a 3-turn clock. Do I want to sacrifice Gutterbones? And I might want to sacrifice him, honestly, because he's basically irrelevant while this Elite Guard Mage is here. And, oh my god, he's going to exile him and do it again? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I might want to sacrifice him because... Well, no, he could be a blocker, though. I need him to block because of Charming Prince. Oh, man, this is bad. I'm not even going to be able to block his Elite Guard Mage, so let me think about this. Even if I have him as a blocker, he's still going to do 6 damage because this guy has Menace. This one does 2 damage flying. I think I need to sacrifice Gutterbones to eat food. Then I'll have 9. He'll still be doing 8. But, I think that's what I need to do to survive. Oh, that's not true. I could sacrifice him in response to his attack and block at least his Charming Prince. And then he'd be doing 6, and I'd still be at 9. I just have less mana that turn. Yeah, we'll go with that. Another... That's not useful. That's really not useful, game. I need a Cauldron Familiar for any of these to matter. Fuck. If he has removal for my Gutter Bones, then this is just done, I think. Oh no, because I'll still be at 1 life. But, yeah. I should survive. Unless he has any direct damage. Yep. So, being at 1 life is not great. It doesn't bode particularly well. A Cauldron Familiar might turn it around, though, because I'd have a chump blocker and... no, it wouldn't.
I'll protect you.
No, Cauldron Familiar wouldn't even turn this around, because I can't chump block Massacre Girl because it has Menace. Oh, nice, he got rid of one of my Witch's Ovens. Unnecessary, and a land. Alright, perfect. That's game. Damn, what a shame. All those Witch's Ovens and Gutter Bones just totally useless. Yeah, I think that turned out to definitely be a control deck, and I think the issue was that I wasn't able to do enough damage fast enough to put him on the defensive. We were both just sort of waiting around until he got out his bombs, which is never what you want to do against a control deck. Not sure how I feel about this. We have 2 Priests of Forgotten Gods. One of them is probably going to have to be sacrificed by the other if we want to do that combo. We have Wars of Enforcer, which I like. Drill Bit, I like that too, but it's like a one-shot card. It doesn't really... It's not like an investment. It's not something that keeps on giving us value. It does reveal the opponent's hand, so if we can do 1 damage, we'll see what all they have. I think we'll keep this. We'll do turn 2, Ors of Enforcer. Turn 3, maybe Drill Bit and Priest of Forgotten Gods. If we can get some damage through. Oh, another Drill Bit, alright. So we do have the potential to get some card advantage with both of these. Let's see. Do I want to do Ors of Enforcer first? Yeah. Priest of Forgotten Gods is not going to be able to do her ability next turn anyway, because I won't have 2 creatures. So let's do Ors of Enforcer. And then we can attack with that. He'll be unlikely to block since it... Okay, he didn't even put out a creature. So here's a question. Should I do Drill Bit or should I do Ayara? I'm thinking Drill Bit because the sooner we reveal his hand, the more cards we reveal. We can do Drill Bit and Priest of Forgotten Gods. Oh, but then if we do Priest of Forgotten Gods, then we won't have the extra damage we do with Ayara. Let's do Drill Bit, I think. I want to see what he has. So it's looking like it is a black-white deck this time. What do I want to get rid of? He has Mortifies, which is not great. I'd be surprised if he used a Mortify on my Ors of Enforcer because I get a creature when he does. So I think Bloodthirsty Aerialist might be a candidate for killing Gideon Blackblade as well, but he's got 2 of those, unfortunately. The thing with Gideon is we can attack him when he's no longer a creature. And we can use Priest of Forgotten Gods on him. We can make him sacrifice it. So I'm thinking we'll get rid of Bloodthirsty Aerialist. Oh, Embodiment of Agonies too, but that's not going to come in handy until later in the game, so I think Bloodthirsty Aerialist. Next turn, if he plays a creature or something, we can make him sacrifice it with Priest of Forgotten Gods if we play our second one to be sacrificed. Just have to see. Dawn of Hope. Interesting. Well. I think now what we're going to do is Ayara and then Drill Bit to make him discard another card. I'm not sure if he has any board wipes. But what I do think is he'll probably use a Mortify on Ayara. Which, I mean, there's no avoiding that. Huh. Yeah. Alright. He's got removal options. He's got Dawn of Hope. What's going to gain him life? We don't want Dawn of Hope proccing and giving him card draw. Gideon Blackblade will gain him life if he has another creature. Yeah, I realize it's my go, sorry. I think we'll do a Yara and Drill Bit. That's the plan right now. We'll attack with just Orzhov Enforcer. We'll keep Priest of Forgotten Gods available in case we need to sacrifice Ayara and Orzhov Enforcer in response to any removal he does. And what do I want to remove? I think I want to get rid of one of his Gideons. Yeah. And then if he tries to remove Ayara with Mortify, we'll sacrifice her and Orzhov Enforcer with Priest of Forgotten Gods and make him discard another card. Oh, you know what? We might make him sacrifice Gideon, because it's a creature right now. And indestructibility does not apply to sacrificing. Do I want to lose Ayara for that, though? Actually, we could just kill him next turn, because we do 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no, that's only 4. One more damage. Yeah, alright. I don't really care if he buffs him while there's no other creatures, so... My turn. Oh, Gutterbone's cool, so now we don't need to lose Ayara. So now we can attack with Orzhov Enforcer. I don't care about him because we're just going to use Priest of Forgotten Gods as soon as it's his turn, while Gideon is a creature. And we're going to keep Ayara around in case we need to sacrifice something else, I don't know. We'll keep this in our hand for now. Just in case he has a board wipe, I don't want to be totally crippled. I mean, one Priest of Forgotten Gods isn't going to matter that much, but... yeah, so I'm probably going to do Priest of Forgotten Gods now on Orzhov Enforcer and Gutterbones. Yeah, okay. So we'll do this real quick, and then we'll sacrifice Priest of Forgotten Gods with the Yara. We'll get tons of sacrificing. Yep. Sounds good. We removed his Gideon. We got a Witch's Oven, which is nice. And then we'll sacrifice Priest of Forgotten Gods. And draw a card. 2 Witch's Ovens. Neat. That mana goes to waste, unfortunately, but at least we made him... I think we made him discard a card. Is that right? Any number of target creatures each lose 2 life and sacrifice a creature. No, we didn't make him discard a card, but we did draw some cards. So that's nice. And we've got another Priest of Forgotten Gods. Isn't that nice? So we're going to attack with this guy. We're going to keep Ayara around in case we need to sacrifice something. I think we're going to get Gutterbones back. We've got enough mana for him and more Witch's Ovens. And now, do I want to do Witch's Oven or do I want to do Priest of Forgotten Gods again? I think I want to do Witch's Ovens just for the fact that he might have a board wipe for creatures. In which case I want to keep this here. And also, if Ayara gets targeted for removal, we want Witch's Oven available for that. Yeah, sounds good. Next turn, if we have nothing else to do, we'll probably do Priest of Forgotten Gods. So now he has enough mana to start creating 1/1 lifelinkers with Dawn of Hope. Okay, there's Mortify, so I do want Witch's Oven to do that on him. Do I want to sacrifice a creature before I do that, though? I might want to sacrifice Gutterbones and draw a card. Yeah, I think I do. Cauldron Familiar, fantastic. And we've even got a food to start out with. Sounds good to me. What else do you have? So now, ooh, Cavalier of Night. That's nice for a rainy day in case he plays a big threat. For now, though, we're just going to do Cauldron Familiar and Priest of Forgotten Gods. Oh, we might get Gutterbones back as well. We're going to attack first, that's for sure. Do 1 damage, and now Cauldron Familiar is coming out. That combo's going to get going. We're going to do Gutterbones, I think. Yeah, we'll play Gutterbones, I think. We'll hold off on Priest of Forgotten Gods until a bit later. Right now, we'll just play the things that are revealed information. Okay, so now he does have some card draw. That was inevitable. At some point, he would have that. But Yeah, I don't think this deck has any answers for enchantments, so I think we just need to overwhelm him. Okay, he's going with card draw. Let's get this combo going. And the good thing is he doesn't have any blockers, so we're doing full damage with our creatures after we do this combo as well. He might be pretty close to dead by the end of my turn. Another Cauldron Familiar, cool. Yeah, so let's attack with everyone. We're going to do another Cauldron Familiar. And then we have 2 more damage coming in from our Witch's Oven Cauldron Familiar combo. And then I think we'll do a Priest of Forgotten Gods. We can start doing even more damage if he doesn't remove that. We're looking really good at this point. I think he's probably going to want to start creating 1/1 lifelikers with his Dawn of Hope to block some damage and gain some life back if he doesn't want to get killed by this combo. 1/1 Death Toucher, I'm not that worried about that. I've got the ability to sacrifice things. Yeah, I don't care much about that either. Murderous Rider, he's playing it as a creature, interesting. So it's all totally fine because I have Witch's Oven to sacrifice things in response to blocking. Another Witch's Oven. I think he's dead here. Yeah, that's game. Because I can use Priest of Forgotten Gods to sacrifice things, and I've got 3 Witch's Ovens. Yeah, we don't even need to attack. Good game. Yep. Oh man, I'm really enjoying this black deck. these combos and synergy are, I don't know, I feel like they're right up my alley. Claim prize. Also, I want to try and complete my gold quest for today and kill 25 of my opponent's creatures. I need 9 more. So hopefully we can accomplish that in the rest of this standard event. Let's continue on. Yeah, the Witch's Oven and Cauldron Familiar definitely seems like the cornerstone of the deck. I mean, we've seen some other self-sustaining combos like Ayara and Gutterbones, but the Cauldron Familiar Witch's Oven one is good because not only is it a threat to the enemy, it also gains you life. All right, how do I feel about this? I think we're going to keep it. We have a nice removal option. We have Priest of Forgotten Gods and 2 creatures, which we are okay sacrificing. Gutterbones can continually come back. Let's keep this. 3 lands also. Mardu Knights. It's looking like Cavalier of Night. Nice. Yeah, so Priest of Forgotten Gods, I don't know how useful it's going to be here because as a Mardu Knights deck, I expect to see lots of tiny creatures. And so he's going to sort of pick the weakest one to sacrifice if I do use Priest of Forgotten Gods. Cavalier of Night is going to help, though, because gaining life is going to be really good against this kind of deck. Sky Knight Vanguard. Oh, he's creating knights with it. Oh, not knights, but 1/1 soldiers. Well, that's no good. We're going to attack with Gutterbones. And probably do Priest of Forgotten Gods. Depending on if he blocks. Yeah, he did. Yeah, let's do Priest of Forgotten Gods. That can block Knight of the Ebon Legion if he doesn't have enough mana to buff it. And we'll have her ability available next turn. In case we play another creature we're okay with sacrificing. Definitely glad it looks like we have some flexibility with this opening hand. We've got removal, we've got a bomb, we've got some sort of lower level creatures that we can sacrifice or use as needed. I'm glad to see he's paying life every turn for playing his lands. That's beneficial for me, obviously. And he does not have enough mana to buff his Knight of the Ebon Legion, but it is a 2/3 now because of that Inspiring Veteran, so I wouldn't block it. Good thing is Inspiring Veteran does not apply to the soldier he's going to create, so I can block that if this guy creates one. Yeah. So we'll do that. We'll just take 4. And, oh, wow. This is getting a bit out of hand already. So I think we are going to use Priest of Forgotten Gods. You know what we could do? No. I was going to say we could play Yarick's Fenlurker and then have the ability to do Priest of Forgotten Gods. But I kind of like the idea of having Murderous Rider available to destroy his Inspiring Veteran and maybe take out one of his other creatures. These guys have counters, though. We can't actually take them out anymore. That's no good. I think we need to do this. We need to do Yarick's Fenlurker because we need to use this ability while he still has cards in his hand. And then we'll use Priest of Forgotten Gods to make him sacrifice stuff. Ooh, we can have enough mana for Murderous Rider with Priest of Forgotten Gods because we'll gain 2 mana. So this will work. We'll wait until his turn. When he attacks, we'll block, and then we'll sacrifice our blockers, gaining 2 mana, and then we'll use Murderous Rider, probably on his Inspiring Veteran. And then next turn we'll do another Yarick's Fenlurker on the final card in his hand, assuming he doesn't play it this turn. Oh, that's not good. He's probably going to sacrifice that when I do Priest of Forgotten Gods and give something a counter. But we need to do it nonetheless. I think Sky Knight Vanguard is the only thing we're not going to be able to block. We'll block these two. And then before damage resolves, we'll sacrifice. He'll probably sacrifice... Oh, yeah. That makes sense. And then we'll use Murderous Rider on... Oh, maybe we should use Murderous Rider on his Sky Knight Vanguard since that's creating creatures. Nah, probably Inspiring Veteran. That's buffing everything, and he's getting ready to be able to attack with everyone. Let's go ahead and do that. I think that's the best value for our removal. Unfortunately, because this guy did 2 damage to us, these Knights of the Ebon Legion are each gonna... Oh, wait. At the beginning of your end step. Oh, okay, so it doesn't... Wait, why didn't these guys get counters? I'm confused. Anyway, I think we probably need a lifelinker. Because that's going to actually de-incentivize him from attacking with Sky Knight Vanguard. Because if he does, I'll gain more life than he deals damage for. Because he's going to be creating 1/1s that I can just block and gain 2 life. Yarick's Fenlurker is not really a priority anymore because he doesn't have any cards in his hand, so I think we'll do this, yeah. We're getting pretty close to being able to play Cavalier of Night as well. The main problem is the Knights of the Ebon Legion. He has enough mana to buff both of them. Not both, either. But that's like... Yikes, 7 damage per turn if we don't block them. So I think we're going to need to... Surprised he's attacking with Venerable Knight. He might take that back. I don't think he's finished declaring attackers yet. Oh, okay. Unless he has like an Embercleave or something, in which case this game's over, I'm pretty sure. But let's block him, and we'll take probably 8 damage, unless he has an Embercleave. He may have an Embercleave. He's looking at his hand. Oh, Black Lance, alright. That's not great. That means I lose my Murderous Rider, but at least I gain life from him. Yeah. This is bad. He just gave him a counter, and these guys got more counters. Oh, man. I need Cavalier of Night out to be a blocker, I think. We're going to do... Oh, man, but I have to... I can't sacrifice anything at the moment. Well, actually, I could. I could sacrifice Priest of Forgotten Gods and kill one of his Knights of the Ebon Legion. He probably wouldn't continue attacking with his Sky Knight Vanguard because I could just block his 1/1 with my 4/5 lifelink. And then I'd really just need to tolerate the Knight of the Ebon Legion that's attacking into me. I think that's probably the way to go. We're going to get 1 more damage out of Priest of Forgotten Gods. Or he'll block with his 3/1, which I'm fine with. We'll just stall our plans temporarily if he does that. Yeah. We'll do Cavalier of Night now. We're going to destroy Knight of the Ebon Legion. Yeah. Really the main threat right now is this Knight of the Ebon Legion that can do 6 damage to us. But it should prevent these other guys from attacking, though. If he attacks with everyone, is that enough damage to kill me? Oh, I hope he doesn't have removal. I hope he's just looking at that card. Yeah, how much damage does he need to do? He's going to do 6 with his Knight of the Ebon Legion. I'll gain 4 if he attacks with either one of these. That'll put me at 13. So that's 7 damage. Yeah, he can't kill me with just as the field stands right now. Why did he do that? Did he just misplay? Yeah, it's a misplay. Well, might be the chance I needed. Let's do Ayara. And probably... Oh, Yarok's Fenlurker. We can get rid of that card in his hand if he meant to play it. Yeah, let's do that. And, yeah, we need Cavalier of Night still as a blocker. Yarok's Fenlurker is now a potential chump blocker for Knight of the Ebon Legion. Let's see what he had. Whoops. It was... Oh, a Venerated Luxodon. Wow. Glad that did not come out. And we're now... Wow, just like that, we're at even life. We've got a mechanism for drawing cards now. If we play Midnight Reaper, that's even more. We can do Midnight Reaper next turn. That was a mistake, unless he has an Embercleave. Yeah, because I'm going to block with my 4/5 Lifelinker if you do that. Rotting Regisar. Okay, well... We're going to need to do Midnight Reaper, and then that'll proc Ayara and do 1 damage, and now we can get Gutterbones back out. And then Gutterbones, on the next turn, we can use him as a chump blocker. For now, we're probably going to use Yarok's Fenlurker as a chump blocker and sacrifice with Ayara. So we're looking pretty good right now. He also is not allowed to keep cards in his hand now because of Rotting Regisar. But we're also out of cards, so we definitely need to start drawing them with Ayara. I think this is going to work. We just need to sort of play defensively and wear him down with Ayara's passive damage and draw more cards. We also have Cavalier of Night as a nice preventative deterrent for him attacking. Creatures you control have menace. Oh, shit. That's not good. I did not want to see creatures you control have menace. We might need to kill that if we can.
The Forge.
Yeah. Luckily, he doesn't have enough mana to buff Knight of the Ebon Legion, but if he attacks with Rotting Regisar, I'd probably have to lose 2 creatures. Amass 2. Yeah. Okay. I think we're actually going to sacrifice Gutterbones. No. We'll sacrifice Yarok's Fenlurker. Give us 2 cards. Another Gutter... Drill Bit, that's not useful. We can play another Gutterbones, though. Do more damage. Yeah, this is totally useless right now because he doesn't have a hand. I think we need to draw another card since we have so much mana that's unused. Let's sacrifice Gutterbones. Draw more cards. Cauldron Familiar, that's nice, but we need the Witch's Oven for that. Priest of Forgotten Gods could help. That'll accelerate the damage we're doing to him. Cauldron Familiar is also gaining us more life. He's now down to 5. We can get Gutterbones back in our hand and play him. Okay. Okay. We're doing pretty good. Yeah, this is useless, so we're just going to keep that in our hand for now. I think we have enough blockers for any of his really big threats. The main thing I'm worried about is if he has an Embercleave and he attacks with Rotting Regisar. Oh my god, what is this? Okay. First things first. We're blocking the big threats with chump blockers. Unfortunately, Priest of Forgotten Gods is not healed from Summoning Sickness yet, so we can't use her sacrifice ability. Knight of the Ebon Legion can be buffed up to 6. I think we probably want to block that. Cavalier of Night and something else. Cavalier of Night is going to block the 1/1, so we gain 4 life. We can only block... Yeah, I think that's the way to go. And then we'll just have Midnight Reaper here. We'll take 5... Oh, we didn't block Knight of the Ebon Legion there. We'll take 6 potentially, plus... We'll take 11, which will bring us down to 5, and we'll also lose creatures. And this guy deals damage to us that way. Yikes. And that's all assuming he doesn't have anything in his hand to buff this situation. I think we can risk this. Oh shit. He conceded? What? I'm so confused. What? Did he get frustrated because I was taking too long to think about it? I mean, I think we were going to survive there and pull it out, but I wasn't totally sure. Hey, good game, man. I don't know. I'm sorry, sometimes I'm not the fastest thinker, or I just like to be overly thorough. Yeah, I can't tell if that was a frustration quit or I realized that I can't really win here quit. Witch's Oven, Cauldron Familiar. We're keeping it, no questions asked. All we need is 2 land, that's fine. Now we have 3 land, even better. Do it. We're off to a really good start already. We even have Gutter Bones and Priest of Forgotten Gods for another potential combo. What is it that we're playing against? That's what I'm curious about now. Let's do... do I want to attack? Probably not. Let's just do Gutter Bones and Witch's Oven. We'll keep Cauldron Familiar as a chump blocker for Paradise Druid in case he attacks. I doubt he's going to. He's probably going to use Mana Ramp. Heraldic Banner. Interesting. So, is this a mono green? So far, I think it is. Looks like a mono green, like, ramp strategy. Interesting. Healer of the Glade. I don't see that very often. Alright. Is he going to attack? No. Let's start our combo up. And once we get Ayara out, our combo will be twice as effective. So I think that's what we're going to do. We have a spare Ayara. Very nice. And Ayara is also a great blocker for that Healer of the Glade. Let's attack with Gutter Bones, though. I'm fine with trading Gutter Bones for one of his creatures. Unless he's going to let it through. Alright, cool. More damage. So far, so good. We're probably going to use Drill Bit next turn. I want to see what he has in his hand and get rid of any really big threats. Yorvo, damn. That's one of the threats I would have gotten rid of if I had Drill Bitted it. Alright, well, nothing I can do about it now. We're probably just going to chump block him forever. Combo time. 2 damage per turn while we have 1 Witch's Oven. Okay. Ooh, Midnight Reaper. Now we can start getting card draw from Cauldron Familiar. Do I want to do that before Drill Bit? Probably Drill Bit first, honestly. Yeah, I feel like it's important to know what's in his hand. Let's do Priest of Forgotten Gods and Drill Bit. I think I might want to sacrifice Gutter Bones with Witch's Oven. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Wait, that's not going to do damage. I need to do damage to him in order to use Drill Bit with its Spectacle cost. How am I going to do this? I think I just need to do the combo right now. Oh no, playing Priest of Forgotten Gods will do 1 damage because of Ayara. Okay, we're good. Yeah, this makes sense. Now we'll do the Spectacle cost. See what you got. Oh my god! None of these I like. What is this? God Eternal. That's really bad because when he dies, he gets put back into the library. I think this might be the biggest threat so far. Great Henge, I think we can deal with. Although it gives him draw power and life gain. Voracious Hydra is just a huge-ass creature with trample, so we can't chump block him. Wow, that's really bad all around. I feel like the God Eternal is going to be the hardest to deal with because he just goes back into the library. When it dies or is put into exile from the battlefield. Yeah, so I think making him discard it is probably what we have to do. That's like the only way to get rid of this. We can get rid of these other things with other means. Attack phase, no reason to attack because he has that 5/4. We'll do our combo at the end of his turn. And yeah, there's the Great Henge. Unfortunately. So he's getting 2 life per turn. That's counteracting the 2 damage we're doing per turn with Cauldron Familiar and Ayara. So we're going to need to find something else to do about that. I think Midnight Reaper probably needs to come out soon so we can start getting more card draw than him. Priest of Forgotten Gods will also help with giving us a bit of mana ramp and some more damage. I think now might be a good time to sacrifice a creature with Ayara. Maybe Gutterbones. Yeah. Give me a card. More mana, that's good. I don't need 3 ARs, that's too many. We are going to do Midnight Reaper, though. It does 1 damage, and we'll wait for the rest of our stuff during his turn. If he tries to remove a creature with that Hydra, then we'll sacrifice it with Priest of Forgotten Gods. And we'll draw some cards. We're doing really good in the life department, which means we have plenty of life to spare for Midnight Reaper doing 1 damage to us. Yeah, let's see what he does with this. Is he going to double the counters on it, or is he going to fight a creature? Yeah, IR, unfortunately. Well, yeah. So what can I do about that? Priest of Forgotten Gods. He's probably going to sacrifice one of his shitty creatures. Oh, and if I do that... Yeah, I might need to just use Witch's Oven then, because if I sacrifice 2 creatures, I won't have Cauldron Familiar available to chump block. So yeah, I think that's what I need to do. We'll do Witch's Oven. Yeah, he's scrying now. He's building up a pretty good combo here. We need to put a stop to it. Actually, now I'm glad I did have some spare ARs, because I could just play her again. Problem is, now he has a trample creature, which is really bad. Yorbo's not so bad, as long as I can chump block him, but trample creature, that's an issue. I'm also out of timeouts, I just realized. Might be worth blocking Healer of the Glade? No, it's not. That's silly. Midnight Reaper's giving me card advantage right now, so I need to just do this. And it doesn't matter that we don't have Witch's Oven available, because we already created a food with Ayara, so we can still do the combo. Yep. Let's do the combo now. If we can do more than 2 damage per turn, we'll wear him down. But this Great Henge is an issue. Let's put out another Ayara. And we don't have much else to do with our mana except return Gutterbones to our hand. So let's do that. Yeah. I think for now, since we have a good amount of life, we're just gonna accept the damage from this Voracious Hydra, but eventually we're gonna need like a Murderous Rider or something to deal with that. Do I want to destroy this Paradise Druid with something? I think I might. Oh, he's not attacking with it. Alright. Yeah, so we'll take the 7, and we'll chump block, as always, with Cauldron Familiar. Yeah. Murderous Rider, fantastic. So we're going to use that probably next turn on his Voracious Hydra. Ow. Let's put him back out. Yeah, I think we're definitely wearing him down. Castle Lockthwain, even more potential card draw. So we've got Gutterbones coming out, we've got Murderous Rider, and yeah, it's looking good. Let's do this. Why is there a pause? What ability does he have? Is it just the ability to tap these guys for mana? We're going to wait until his turn to do Murderous Rider, just so he doesn't know anything, in case he wants to buff Voracious Hydra for whatever reason. Do we want to attack with anyone? Probably not. And, yeah, we don't have enough mana to do the ability and the creature, so yeah, there's no reason not to wait till his turn. So let's just end the turn. Yeah, I don't think we have any answers for artifacts in this deck, but as long as we can just sort of continue the pressure and outpace his 2 life gain per turn with Great Henge, I think we'll eventually wear him down. Oh, he's wasting that mana. What do you have in your hand that you didn't need the mana for it? As expected. We're going to wait until after we've declared blockers, just in case he wants to buff Voracious Hydra. Okay, he's not doing anything, so let's use Murderous Rider. Okay, good. So that's dealt with. We're back to 20. Sacrifice Cauldron Familiar. Draw another card. Another Witch's Oven. Fantastic. So now we're doing 4 damage per turn with that combo. This is looking really good. And we've got a spare IR in case he tries to remove it again. Yeah. Oh my god. 6 damage per turn with this combo. Look at this. Yeah, we're definitely outpacing the Great Henge at this point. And we can even attack with Gutter Bones. Yeah, I think he's in trouble now. He needs to find another way to outpace me in terms of life gain or card draw or whatever. But as it stands now, we're going to definitely overtake him. I'm fine with Gutter Bones dying because we can do one of the combos with Cauldron Familiar right away. And, oh, we don't even need to. We can just play another Cauldron Familiar. We're doing 1 damage. And that allows us to retrieve Gutter Bones and play him again right away. This is looking amazing right now. I wouldn't be surprised if he conceded pretty soon. Yeah, look at this. It's ridiculous. Put a break on his end step. We're going to be drawing 3 cards per turn now with Midnight Reaper. Doing 6 damage with Ayara. Death Touch, whenever it deals damage to a player, draw a card. Okay, I don't care. I have chump blockers. You're going to need more than that. I don't care how many +1 counters you put on this. It doesn't have trample, it can be chump blocked. What else do you got? Finality? Oh my god. Well, glad I have another Ayara. So, do I get to see what he targets before this actually goes through? I don't think I do. It looks like it's just going to happen. So, let's go ahead and use Priest of Forgotten Gods on the things we don't care about. And Ayara. We'll sacrifice things with Ayara. So that's first. We'll do this. We're just going to get as many benefits as we can out of this before this effect takes place. Oh, shit. Cavalier of Night. Fantastic. Let's do this now. Sacrifice this and this. Draw even more cards. Oh my god, we're going to have so many cards. Doing more damage, gaining mana. And let's now use Witch's Oven on everything else. We can actually afford to eat some of these foods, since we have extras. Let's go ahead and eat one of these. Yep, sounds good. And now we can just put them back on the field and chump block. Whichever one he allows to survive. Oh, it didn't give me the option. Oh, because I'm passing turn. Oops. I always forget about that. Alright, well, let's do this now. And wait, why didn't this die? Oh, this is the thing that he gave the counters to. Alright. Well, still totally fine because we have another Ayara coming out pretty soon. Oh, you know what? I shouldn't have played this first Cauldron Familiar. I should have waited until I played Ayara to do that. We'll do that for, we'll do that for this. Here comes another Ayara. Another Swamp, another Cauldron Familiar. And I think we could actually kill him now. Yeah, I think this game's over. Yeah, pretty sure. I'm just gonna go ahead and say good game. Because that's 2 damage per Cauldron Familiar, and we've got 2 more Witch's Oven combos. Yeah, we got it. Wow, what a game. Yep. Man, this combo is difficult to deal with, the one that I'm using. We're doing really well with it. Yes, we completed our quest. Chandra Spitfire, and we get a pack. Let's keep it going. Let's see how far we can go. I'm really enjoying the synergy in this deck. I keep saying it, but this is like probably one of my favorite decks that I've used in a while. Cauldron Familiar and Witch's Oven in the opening hand again. I love it. Keep that. This time we might play Gutterbones first, and then turn to Cauldron Familiar and Witch's Oven. Just in case just on the off chance he doesn't play a... Oh, interesting. Just on the off chance he doesn't play a blocker, we can get 2 free damage in with Gutterbones. This is looking like it might be a red deck wins. But he mulliganed down to a pretty good card disadvantage. So yeah, we're going to attack. I'd rather him die than... Oh, he took the damage, alright. Yeah, let's do Witch's Oven and Cauldron Familiar. Cauldron Familiar is going to be really good against this deck because he's going to be all about killing me quickly, and Cauldron Familiar is going to be preventing one of his attackers from doing damage and gaining me life every time I use the combo. On top of that, I don't think he has a lot of options for dealing with artifacts, so this is just in general going to be difficult for him to deal with. So actually, I think what I might do here, I might actually just kill him without sacrificing Cauldron Familiar with Witch's Oven. I might sacrifice Gutterbones instead. And just kill his Scorch Spitter. I think that's the way to go. And then we can get Cauldron Familiar out. It's kind of like I blocked with Gutterbones as opposed to Cauldron Familiar. Next turn, if we get a land, and we did, we'll put out Ayara probably. This is looking really good already. It definitely helped that he mulliganed, I think, twice. So... Unless he finds, unless he turns this around, this is looking really good for us. We don't even need to attack, really. We just need to do this combo, and we're doing 2 damage per turn and gaining 2 life per turn. Yeah, look at this. He's on a 6-turn clock already. Let's see. We want to do probably Midnight Reaper to draw more cards. Even though it's going to be doing damage to us, I think we can afford it at this point. We're gaining 6 life, or 2 life per turn. So this will just negate the life we gain. Let's go ahead and attack with Ayara, since... actually, we might want to keep her for sacrificing a creature that he tries to remove. We'll keep her as a blocker for now. Another Cavalcade, alright. Is he going to attack? No. Okay. Let's do our combo. Draw some cards. Cavalier of Night. Excellent. Another really big lifelinker that it's going to be really hard for him to deal with. This is looking really good. And actually, we're going to exile that last card in his hand with this. Let's see what he had. It was a mountain. Alright. I'm fine with that. We'll play, let's actually return this Gutterbones to our hand, I think. Let's attack with Midnight Reaper. I don't think we need him at this point, and we can just finish him off if he doesn't block. Yeah, I think attacking with everyone's the way to go right now. He's very close to dead, and we just need to put the nail in the coffin right now. Oh, wow, he's... Yeah, that is a good game. He let the damage go through, and now I can just finish him off with this last Cauldron Familiar combo. Holy shit. I mean, I can't say that was all this deck. Part of it was that he didn't get what he needed. He mulliganed twice, and that's hard to recover from when your opponent is playing with all cylinders firing. Alright, last match. Let's see how we go. And this is the first time I can remember in any of my episodes where I'm on the last match and I only have one loss. So we might actually get to 7 this episode. Gutterbones for Priest of Forgotten Gods and Yark's Fenlurker. We're gonna keep it. This is okay. We don't have any of the things I really look for, like Cauldron Familiar or Witch's Oven, but we can draw into those and keep this for now. I'm mainly happy about the fact that we have 3 lands and lots of cheap spells, so. What are we up against this time? Watery Grave, alright. Let's get out Gutterbones for that early aggro. Turn 2, maybe Priest of Forgotten Gods. Interesting. Is this just a pure dimmer deck? If so, I don't expect to see many board wipes, so I'm not that afraid of playing creatures. I think card draw is going to be important, though, so we'll probably want to get Midnight Reaper out pretty soon. Oh no, it's a Grixis. Thought Erasure, alright. He's probably going to get rid of Murderous Rider or Midnight Reaper. Yark's Fenlurker is not that big a deal. Probably Murderous Rider. That's what I would get rid of. What? The hell? Alright. You do you, man. Probably Midnight Reaper now. Get that damage in. If he decides to remove our creatures, we'll draw cards at least. Ritual of Soot. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. We draw all these cards now. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, yes. We got Cauldron Familiar, we got Witch's Oven. That's going to be difficult for this kind of deck to deal with. Yeah, oops, no kidding. So let's put that out. We're doing that as soon as possible to gain the advantage as fast as possible. And Gutterbones, why not? Yeah. This just took a turn in my favor, I think, because we have a decent card advantage in our set. I don't care about that now that my Midnight Reaper's gone. So I think we're going to focus just on dealing damage to his face and just ignoring our set for now. Chandra? Well, that's no good. We're going to need to do something about Chandra. We're probably going to use Murderous Rider on Chandra. Thing is, he knows we have it, so he might not play her until he baits out Murderous Rider for something else. Unless he forgets we have it. But okay, so Cauldron Familiar is now going to be a chump blocker for a Knight of the Ebon Legion. Gutterbones we're going to attack with since he's open at the moment. Since he doesn't have enough mana to buff Knight of the Ebon Legion, he'll take that damage. And what else can we do? We can do 2 Yark's Fenlurkers and make him lose 2 of those cards. He'll probably keep Chandra and get rid of whatever else he has. I think that's probably a good idea. Let's just increase our card advantage over here. What's he going to get rid of? He might get rid of Chandra, actually, because he only has 4 mana. What else you got? Oh, he had was that a second Chandra I saw? Or was that just the, oh, Bedevil? Yeah, it was. No, he got rid of the Chandra that was revealed. So I don't know what that last card is. Okay, good turn. We're looking really good. Main problem is if he finds a way to gain card advantage on us. I mean, Narset's doing that a bit, but she's out of gas now. Oh no, Nicol Bolas. Well, he's going to be destroyed by Murderous Rider for sure. We cannot allow him to linger here. He's a huge problem.
Will resonate throughout the multiverse.
Yeah. He is going to be a big issue. Each opponent exiles a card from their hand or a permanent they control. Yeah. What would be the best thing to exile? Probably a Yarick's Fenlurker, I want to say. I'm not sure. I think Yarick's Fenlurker. We already have another one.
I outsmarted you eons ago.
Let's do this combo some more. Yeah, we need to get rid of Nicol Bolas ASAP. We don't want him gaining any ground in this respect. Why can't, oh, it was just it wasn't highlighted for maybe like a glitch or something. Let's play him again. Another swamp, okay. So we've got enough for a Murderous Rider and Orzhov Enforcer as well. He knows we have Murderous Rider. Let's attack first. No reason not to. Yeah. We'll do this, just in case he wants to block Gutter Bones. Keep Yarick Fenlurker as a chump blocker. That might have been a misplay. Maybe I should have kept this guy as a chump blocker for Knight of the Ebon Legion, I'm not sure. Yeah, I think that might have been a slight misplay. Whatever, though. Got that 2 damage passed. We're going to do Murderous Rider on Nicol Bolas.
Schemes have been foiled.
And we could do Gutter Bones instead of Orzhov Enforcer. Oh, that's right. We don't need to worry about him chump blocking if we play Orzhov Enforcer. I think we'll do that. And then we'll play Cauldron Familiar probably during his end step. Yeah, Orzhov Enforcer is a decent enough blocker for Knight of the Ebon Legion. Might also draw out one of his removals. Another Nicol Bolas? No! We need to kill him! That Nicol Bolas is too dangerous.
Nicol Bolas will be your end.
It's a big problem. It's a very big problem. What are we going to exile? We don't have a hand right now, so it has to be something on the battlefield. That's really unfortunate. We might get rid of Yarick's Fenlurker. Yeah, we don't want to exile Orzhov Enforcer because then we don't get his Afterlife. So, Yarick's Fenlurker it is. God, that's so annoying. We need another Murderous Rider. The only good thing is that he's not gaining any life, but I feel like eventually he's going to find a solution for this Cauldron Familiar Witch's Oven combo, and we're only doing 1 damage per turn with it. Another... okay. So I think we're probably going to start sacrificing swamps at this point because we have more land than we need. For now, let's go ahead and attack. We're just going to go for his life total. We can't kill Nicol Bolas, so there's no point in trying right now. And yeah, we just need to do as much damage as possible to finish him off. Okay, block that. Let's go ahead and sacrifice. That's good, and do we want to do Murderous Rider the creature? He's probably going to destroy it with Nicol Bolas, but I'm fine with that since he won't be drawing a card if he uses that ability. Actually, I think I want to get Gutter Bones out there. Having 2 Gutter Bones is really good. And actually, we have enough for both. Cool. Okay. So yeah, we're just going to try and overwhelm him with tiny creatures and kill him before he's able to get full advantage out of Nicol Bolas. Problem is, he does have 3 cards already. Fires of Invention. Well, the good thing about that is I'm not worried about him playing things during my turn, but who knows what he's going to play for his second spell this turn. He can play 6 mana cost spells for free. Another Narset. Okay, I'm not worried about that. We might actually be able to kill him this turn. I think we're going to kill him. The hell? Mic. I think my mic got disconnected.
Just the trick for this.
Hello? I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. I'll sacrifice a swamp.
Witness the moat of my power.
Yep, good game. I really hope the audio wasn't cut out for that last part because I can't hear anything. I like tripped over my mic cable. Okay, we're back. So, yeah, I think I tripped over my mic cable in all my excitement for that final win, and I'm so glad we won. I figured it out. I think I was... To plug it back in, I plugged in the mic cable into the headphone cable or something, but it's fixed now, so I can hear fine. But yeah, let's see what we got for our rewards after winning 7. I don't think I've won 7 since my first episode in the series, so this is... God, it's about time. Here we go. Corpse Knight, alright. And we only had 1 loss. Holy shit, what a deck. I think this might be my favorite deck. This mono black deck from Forge. Let's claim prize. Got a bunch of gems, and what's this one? Uncommon, alright. Man, I keep getting gems. I can't wait for the next set to come out when I can start getting more rares and mythic rares that I haven't unlocked yet. But we got 1,000 gold, which means we can get 2 packs in excess of 5,000 gold. We also unlocked some packs already. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, more gems, and we unlocked a rare wild card. Cool, so let's get 2 more. Probably going to be more gems, but let's just see. More gems. More gems, okay. So we just got a shitload of gems today. But, yeah. What I really care about is getting back 1,000 gold, which is way more than the entry cost, and, what does that sound? Oh, I can hear the sirens outside. Getting 1,000 gold past the entry cost, and, getting towards our wild cards. Wild cards are really the thing that I care most about. But, oh, hang on, let me wait until this passes. Okay, sorry about that. Some super loud fire engine was going right by my building. But yeah, I think that might be my favorite deck in recent memory. It just seemed to really click with me. Part of it was probably also luck that I was just drawing the things I needed, but I really enjoy all the synergy and combos that you can do with the cards in this deck. When you get Cauldron Familiar and Witch's Oven are a good enough combo on their own. They're the foundation for many other color decks in the meta currently, but add on to that Ayara, which basically doubles Cauldron Familiar's ability by doing 2 damage instead of 1 and gaining you 2 life instead of 1. Add on to that Midnight Reaper, which makes you now draw cards every time you do that combo. Add on to that Priest of Forgotten Gods didn't seem that integral to this deck, although it was a nice addition sometimes to sort of have an extra option to do damage to your opponent directly and make you draw cards and get extra mana. But yeah, add on Gutter Bones with Ayara, so you can sacrifice it, draw a card, and play it again and just continually do that for more card advantage. It just all worked really well. And having Cavalier of Night also is a really nice solution for when your opponent is attacking with lots of tiny creatures. It's sort of it's a really nice 4 or 5 lifelink blocker, and it even has removal built into it if you sacrifice another creature. But yeah, definitely a great deck to play with, and it shows. I got 7 wins, only 1 loss. But yeah, that's going to wrap this episode up. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.